roughly 1 mile northwest of Djoser's pyramid, a network of subterranean chambers known as the Serapeum defies all understanding.
When we go into Saqqara, and a very unassuming staircase that leads underground, what we find is something that looks like it comes from a science fiction Hollywood movie. It is a high-tech corridor with a series of chambers offset as we walk along this highly polished limestone and granite structure. The ceilings are high, the stonework is perfection.
The Serapeum are underground galleries in Saqqara. And underground, I mean gigantic tunnels. They are maybe a large 2.5 meter, and right and left of these tunnels are niches. And in every niche is a sarcophagus. And this sarcophagus is gigantic. Only the lid has a weight of 20 to 40 tons, only the lid. And the sarcophagus itself has a weight of 60 to 80 tons.
When we come to the Serapeum near Saqqara, we find a place of just immense mystery, more than perhaps most can even contemplate. Discovered in 1851 by the Frenchman Auguste Mariette, he was in the Cairo area looking for early Christian manuscripts on behalf of the Louvre. He's told a legend by the local Bedouins of this avenue of sphinxes that leads to this subterranean complex. He goes over to Saqqara, he finds the head of a sphinx. Then he finds another and another, and he follows the trail, digs down 30, 60 feet, and enters into this gallery where he finds these 24 granite boxes, all lined up in a row in individual galleries. He sees salt calcified on the walls as he enters, and he's confused by all this. He's told the legend that these are sarcophagi for the sacred Apis bulls. And he must have had the same reaction that a contemporary visitor to the Serapeum has. That doesn't make any sense. This doesn't add up. These are massive boxes that are so perfectly constructed that it's a way over the top misfit to say that this is the sarcophagi for the sacred Apis bull. So what are these boxes? What are these coffers?
In 2001, I gained permission from Zahi Hawass, who was the director of the Giza Plateau at that time. We went down to Saqqara and to a mysterious place called the Serapeum. I had a flashlight with me. I had a square that was calibrated to within 50 millionths of an inch. A straight edge that was calibrated to within 1/10,000th of an inch, and it was 12 inches long. I went inside this one box. It had the corner blown off of it. And I put the square on the underside of the lid. Then I went to the opposite side, did the same thing. With those two photographs, what you see is flat surfaces, a reflection of my hand and the gauges with no aberrations. And the condition that exists there is that you have two vertical surfaces opposite each other that are perfectly parallel. I don't think people really understand what it takes to perform that kind of work and achieve those kind of results. I have been through the place since then with engineers, with craftspeople, and everybody is absolutely blown away and amazed at it. And they know that these artifacts are a smoking gun from a very advanced civilization.
When we look at the sarcophagus, what we find is that these are not made of the red granite that we see in Aswan, because the granite is made of three primary minerals: quartz, feldspar, and mica. In the case of Aswan granite, we have rose quartz, and we have a pink feldspar. This is not the case when in Saqqara, what we find is something called black granite. And this is fascinating to me because it is a lower quartz, only about 20% quartz, rather than the 84% that we find in Aswan. Lower quartz granite, high percentage of biotite mica. Geologically, what does this tell us? The mica itself, the biotite, is a powerful insulator. Whatever was happening inside of that sarcophagus, these devices were built to contain whatever was happening, to contain the energy, to protect whatever was happening inside, and also to protect whatever was happening inside from an external environment.
These structures were so large, these granite sarcophagi, so large it would be impossibly difficult to get them into the structure. We also see the remnants of what looks like there was a calamity or a mistake, because one of the sarcophagi was left near the entrance and abandoned. We don't know why. It's as if they took it in or were trying to rapidly take it out right before a cataclysm, and they just left it right in the center of the entryway. The enigma of this place and the energetic that comes off of these particular sarcophagi is beyond description. It's not stranger than we imagined. It's stranger, frankly, than can be imagined.
The question had always been, well, what were they doing? What were they using these boxes for? Why are they so precise? Obviously, for the expense that it would take to create them, they had to be extremely important. Those kind of tolerances and precision are not crafted into a product for no reason at all. There is a very specific and precise reason for it.
As the mysteries mount in Saqqara, recent experiments raise new questions about this region of the necropolis. Inspired by Kirlian photography, BioWell is a gas discharge visualization device with a special sensor that reads the energies of the quantum field and helps alternative researchers understand how this field reacts in and around humans and monuments.
We came to Saqqara area, and when I started doing measurements, I came to understanding that it is very, very special place. I've done measurements nearby Djoser pyramid, and we were able to come inside Djoser pyramid. And they did measurements inside as well. Energy was very high. Then, of course, inside Djoser pyramid, you have big area, empty area, very high, deep underground, about 40 meters. And there at the bottom, we have a huge cube. It's not a tomb. And you can go down there. Energy there was very high. So at the top, some level of energy, but when you go down, it's much higher. So it is absolutely clear that it is something special. And even more than that, they have Serapeum, they have 24 granite boxes. Our device, we have little BioWell Mini. It operates on Bluetooth through with mobile phone. And it works very well. I did many measurements. When we came to Serapeum, I was trying to do measurements, impossible. No Bluetooth signal. So device shows it is Bluetooth connected. On the phone, I don't see connection. So it means that it was some electromagnetic field that totally suppressed this Bluetooth connection. We know this very well in our technology because all military sites and governmental sites, they use it. Why in this underground tunnel with these granite boxes, they have this electromagnetic field? Why? We think that all these pyramids, this Serapeum, all these shafts, it was the type of communication technology. And it was designed to communicate with maybe some other civilizations. Because all this indicates us that these pyramids and other subjects was created by some very high technology.